Are you overworked, underpaid, not getting enough sex, or just overall feeling mildly depressed and anxious? If you are, you may be wondering about whether or not you need to talk to a therapist.
Why don't I start? Huh?
And after all, talking with a licensed professional can indeed be helpful in sorting out your problems.
But is there some hobby or pastime that could possibly give you joy, inspiration, a sense of purpose, and just overall make you feel glad to be alive? Well, yes, as a matter of fact, there is. And it's right here.
Yes, the old joke is you'll never see a motorcycle parked in front of a therapist's office. Just ask anyone with experience and they'll tell you, riding a motorcycle clears the mind and restores the soul.
And what is it about riding a motorcycle that's just so therapeutic?
Because there really is something to be said about riding in the fresh air that's akin to the elixir of life. The wind in your face, and even sometimes the bugs. But even then, that's all part of the experience.
In today's video, we're going to talk about a few reasons why you'll never see a motorcycle parked in front of a therapist's office. And for all the work we put into the video, the only thing that we ask of you in return is to hit that like button for us. And if you're looking for places to ride a motorcycle, be sure to check out our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com. There we have route descriptions and free links to the direct Google Maps routes. Okay, so here's reason number one.
Embarking on a motorcycle ride decreases stress while at the same time increases your adrenaline. The mental and physical involvement of riding a motorcycle can push aside the day's concerns as you concentrate on your ride and focus on the next corner. And journeys don't have to be long distances to be therapeutic. Sometimes a 30-minute ride after work or a 2-hour ride on the weekend may be just the thing you need.
Even the simple preparation for a ride can be enough to start making you feel better.
Just going through the motions of grabbing your helmet, getting your jacket on, checking the weather, this process alone can cause you to shift gears mentally and fills your heart with anticipation for the day's ride. And riding for therapy doesn't mean you have to necessarily ride fast. Taking a leisurely ride going 30 miles an hour on a newly paved beautiful country road can give you all the serenity you need.
Now, some of you may be currently going through a midlife crisis.
A midlife crisis can be brought about by a person's growing age, inevitable mortality, and possible lack of accomplishment in life. Most people start getting the feelings of a midlife crisis in their 40s or 50s.
Me, I had my midlife crisis at around 28. But hey, everybody's different.
Most men at this point in life may consider buying a sports car. And maybe you're wondering about buying one of these instead. While it is true that riding a sports car can give you much of the same feelings, especially in a convertible, you still get the sun on your skin and the wind in your hair. And it's also safer in a vehicle. But the fact is the sensory focus is enhanced while riding a motorcycle versus driving a car.
And that leads us to reason number two.
Another reason why riding a motorcycle is therapeutic is one you may not realize. If your goal is to ride a motorcycle safely, you can't be worried about anything else while riding. It involves hyper-focus while simultaneously clearing your head. A good motorcycle rider will have his eyes wide open, looking for potential dangers, analyzing road conditions, plotting your cornering speed, regularly checking your mirrors, all the while anticipating what other motorists around you may do.
Sound exhausting? Well, you may be surprised. Having that kind of focus can help keep your mind alert while at the same time clearing your head of all the anxieties of daily life.
Even the dangers of the ride can be made into therapy because you get trained into remaining in the moment, just trying to stay alive.
Alright, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. You'd like to ride a motorcycle, but you think it might be too dangerous.
It is true that riding a motorcycle will expose you to more danger on the road than in a vehicle. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, an estimated 82,000 motorcyclists were injured in 2021.
That is not cool.
So if you're looking for a hobby with zero chance of danger, you may just want to consider taking up golf. And let's be honest, you don't want to go out and buy a motorcycle for therapy just to end up crashing on the road.
What's the use of riding a motorcycle to make yourself feel glad to be alive, just to crash and end up dead? Well, that's not very good therapy at all, and that would just suck.
The good news is there are measures you can take to give you the best advantage for riding as safely as possible. For instance, consider taking a riding motorcycle course. They can usually be done in a weekend, and if you apply what a good instructor will teach you, you can avoid most problems you may encounter on the road. And one of the best things you can do for yourself to ride safely is to wear good riding gear. High vis will allow you to be seen by other motorists on the road. The reason is because high vis attracts the human eye, and it allows you to be seen from virtually a mile away.
Now, when I do go on longer rides to get footage for this YouTube channel, I usually wear this ridiculously bright helmet. Now, do some riders who pass by me think I look like a total dork when they see me wearing a helmet like this? Yes, I'm sure some of them probably do. But I'd rather look like a dork, be seen, get home alive, and then live to ride another day.
And an old riding tip is to ride like you're invisible. Just assume other drivers can't see you and ride accordingly. So if you do end up buying a motorcycle, hopefully these tips can help you have a safe riding experience.
Now, what about the social benefits of riding a motorcycle?
If you're looking to widen out and make new friends, there are a countless number of organized motorcycle clubs and rallies that bring people together. You've got the larger ones in the United States like the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, as well as the oldest rally in the country, New Hampshire's Laconia Bike Week. But there's also smaller local gatherings to get you out there and meet like-minded people who can totally relate to your motorcycling therapy needs. Whether it's just getting out together with a few buddies for a weekend, or going on a motorcycle road trip, this can all be a great way to establish new friendships.
And that brings us to reason number 4.
Another reason why riding a motorcycle is good therapy is because it's a great way to travel and see the country. If you live in America like us, seeing the most gorgeous parts of the states can give you a tremendous amount of inspiration. The United States is full of amazing national parks, state parks, and worthy national monuments to check out. Anyone who's experienced the joys of a successful motorcycle trip knows that by the time you're back home, you'll have a feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment. When you're taking an extended motorcycle trip, you've always got that great feeling in the morning. When you leave your hotel room, the bikes are packed, and you head out in the morning air knowing you've got an incredible riding day ahead of you. And it's those kind of moments you realize that while riding a motorcycle doesn't cure depression, it can be a really good treatment for it.
And who knows, if you do go for a motorcycle ride, you just may find yourself feeling glad to be alive.
Hey folks, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button for us and don't forget to subscribe. And let us know in the comment section why you think riding a motorcycle is so therapeutic.